Voice of Korea comments on the sinister intention of the South Korean authorities refusing to send back inhabitants of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. The South Korean puppets kidnapped 31 inhabitants of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea and their boat on the West Sea of Korea in February last. The South Korean puppets detained them for over 50 days and conducted a vicious operation to force them to defect to the South. And finally, they did not send back 4 of the inhabitants. As for the 4 inhabitants of the DPRK who are said to have expressed their intention of defection according to the South Korean puppet group, they have no reason to betray the Republic and give up their family either in view of their socio-political environment or in view of their family background. It is entirely guaranteed by their families, relatives, and friends. The South Korean puppets' defection operation is the most vicious immoral crime against human rights, which is unprecedented in meanness, wickedness, and cruelty. Now they oppose face-to-face meeting with the 4 inhabitants, to say nothing of their repatriation, and refuse to convey to them even the letters sent by their families under unreasonable pretext. Some of their families died or fell in a faint while eagerly waiting for them. Indeed, the South Korean puppet group's acts are immoral barbarities unimaginable in the modern civilized society. The recent provocative atrocities of the South Korean puppets are aimed at frustrating North-South dialogue and casting a chill over the atmosphere of the improvement of North-South relations. They kidnapped the boat and inhabitants of the DPRK just before the preliminary North-South military talks hardly arranged by the initiative of the DPRK. Lurking behind it is the sinister intention of the South Korean puppets to intentionally abort the military talks and put a brake on the realization of the DPRK's dialogue and peace proposal. It was also prompted by their wicked intention to hurt the high prestige of the DPRK and disturb the mindset of its people. Such intention of the South Korean puppet group was fully revealed through their outbursts that if ideological conversion of the returning 27 inhabitants is successful, it is more effective than 2,700,000 leaflets for psychological warfare against the North. Indeed, the South Korean puppets are a group of brutes who do not hesitate to commit any immoral crimes for confrontation and conspiracy. Their nefarious immoral crimes cannot escape unanimous denunciation and curse of the international community.